Hi, this is Chloe Capuano, CCM Communications Intern. Today on CCM Chats, we'll be talking to the first Selectman of Thomaston, Edmond Mone.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How has CCM been helpful to you and to your town specifically?
Advocating on important issues. I can cite a number of them, but one of the ones I know that I was very much involved in, there was a couple I actually very much involved in, as I serve on some subcommittees to bring policy ideas to CCM and ultimately to Hartford. One of the things that we're currently working on, and I thought was important, we're working on it through the Finance Committee, and some other committees have jumped in on it as well, is we think that it's important that the state recognize that we need a higher fund balance, and that fund balance should be protected against in labor negotiations. We had proposed, and we're still working on it, we're not quite there, that 15% of our fund balance should be considered exempt when looking at labor negotiations and the ability for towns to pay. That's an important thing, and that's one of the things that I think we're conveying. Another one we worked on a couple of years ago, and we had some success with, not to the degree that I would have liked to see it, or many, perhaps others, but again, you make inroads, and even compromise deals are better than no deal at all. And that was with the Labor Committee, again, where I was on a subcommittee. And we had long been trying to work with police officers, and what has happened is often a town will hire a police officer, they pay them while they go to post, which is essentially an organization set up by the police to train police officers, and they must be certified by post to work in a Connecticut community like Thomaston. So we must employ them, and pay for their training. Well, when they come here to our community, there's nothing to prevent them from jumping ship, so to speak, and going someplace else where perhaps a better deal or it's closer to where they live or whatever be the case. So what we worked on and were able to achieve, at least to some degree, is that if a candidate left, or I won't say candidate, a police officer who was a trainee who came into our department left prior to 2 years, that I'm going to call it the town who stole them, so to speak, from the community who trained them, would be responsible to pay back the town who spent that money a percentage of what they spent to train that officer. So, and it's on a scale. First year, 50%. After 1 year, 50%. 1 year, 50%. Second year, I believe it was 25%, and then it goes away. But at least it helps those towns who have committed its financial resources to train an individual to recover some of the funds it lost as it lost the employees. So those are a couple of important issues, I think, that we were able to move forward and have Hartford understand. Again, the one with the police wasn't fully to my satisfaction, if you would, or probably many others. We were looking for a little bit more than that. But again, a compromise issue is better than no issue at all. And at least you made the inroads, and perhaps you bring this issue back again at a later date where you've already got your foot in the door. So those are important things.
Thank you very much for your time.
And thank you very much for coming.